Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parampara. So we saw the Tvampada issues, Tatpada issues, and we are also seeing Nachamastani Bhutani Pashyame Yoga Maishwari. That's the beauty of it. Krishna saying, see my divine yoga, see my magic. Yeah. Because it's only Vedanta that can hold an entity in your hand and say it is not there. Where is the pot? Where is the clay? What is there is nothing but pure existence. That's the beauty of Vedanta. It is there and it is not there. It is there, but not as what you think it is. Okay. Not what you take it to be. So to be able to reduce everything to just experience. Though one of the modern problems is that experience is taken as fact. This is one thing one needs to shake from our minds. Because everything is sold as an experience now. Yeah. Have you seen a car advertisement? I'm sure most of you would have seen. What do they talk about? Dashboard, plush interiors, genuine leather. Come on here, tell me the specification of the car. What is the horsepower? What is the torque? What is the fuel consumption? What is the mileage? I want to know that. That is car. But they're selling the experience. Because our mind is stuck on the experience, that becomes another block for understanding the truth. Because experience is taken as reality. Whereas all your experience is not reality. Blue sky, flat earth, all that. Yeah. It's functional, it is experiential. Experience is not reality. Yeah. Experience is a finite thing, subject-object divide is there. So then he says, Nachamastani Bhutani Pashyame Yogam Aishwaryam. Then he says, Bhuta Bhran Nacha Bhutastaha Madbhava Sarva Bhavanaha. Right? Mama Bhava, what is the thing? Sarva Bhavana. Yeah. Bhuta Bhran Nacha Bhutastaha. I am the one that is the ruler, the one that sustains all the beings. I am not in all the beings. Nacha bhutastaha. Nacha bhute tishtati. Bhutani mai tishtati. Yeah. I am the one, the adhara, the basis for everything. Yeah. So don't make Ishvara into a spark plug, okay? Divine spark. Spark plug kya hai? Ishvara spark plug hai. So Vedanta is very often is unlearning a lot of things you have learned, okay? Unlearning. So, bhutastaha. Bhuta bhrat nacha bhutastaha. Yeah, I am everything, he says. Mad bhavaha. My existence is everything. Yeah. So all this, we understand that there is only one consciousness. Everything is fine. Then, I still have one thing to do. I have to use an Acharya Vachanam saying the same thing. That I will do later. Swamiji, when later, tomorrow camp is going over. Tomorrow, na, boat time hai. Boat time. Lots of time is there. Okay. One question always comes up. Swamiji, how do I live to make this knowledge a fact of my life? What do I do? How do I live? To any committed student, I won't say serious student, okay? To any committed student, this question will always come up at some time or the other. How do I live? Okay. So Krishna makes it very clear in the Gita. Lokesmin divida nishtaha pura prokta maya nagha jnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam. Two nishtas, two lifestyles. Nishtha there means lifestyle. Two lifestyle. Sankhyanam, sannyasinam, jnanamaiva yoga. Sankhyanam, sannyasinam. For sannyasis, sannyasa lifestyle. What is that? Knowledge and nothing else. What do you do in the morning? Contemplate on the truth. What do you do after that? Listen to the truth. What do you do after that? Again listen. What do you do after that? Go for Bhiksha. You're going alone? If you're going alone, you're thinking about it. If you're with someone, you're discussing about it. Though sometimes the discussion can seem a bit strange. Two sadhus are walking down. They've gone for an evening walk. One person says, The other person says, Don't change the topic. Okay. So ऐसा भी हो सकता है. Sometimes discussions happen like that also. Yeah. Who said words are always necessary for a discussion? If you can't understand my silence, how will you understand my words? I'm sure that was invented by a man who did not know how to express things to his wife. Where did you get this statement from? Hallmark card, okay? Greeting card. Nothing great. But when you put it like that, it sounds all great, okay? To be a Vedantin Thoda, you must have that pragmatic, realistic approach, Otherwise, you'll fall for all this airy-fairy stuff. So, morning, night, afternoon, night, what are you doing? Only Vedanta, that you're with the truth all the time. Swamiji, that's what I want to do. Are you ready for it? If you're ready for it, great. What do you mean ready for it? Any priorities left in life? What is the priority? The need behind the desire. You have a desire, what is the need behind it? Swamiji, I have no desires at all. Whom are you bluffing? You're emotionally dead. That's all it means. Yeah. Unless you've really been there, done that, and grown out of the whole thing. Yeah. You always have. Okay. If you have fulfilled all of them, or grown out of all of them, then you're ready for sannyasa lifestyle. Plus also, you have viveka, vairagya, shat sampatti, all of them. You're free from those conditionings, etc. Then you're ready for the sannyasa lifestyle. Responsibility is also over. Fine. I've seen people ducking responsibilities and taking sannyasa, not working. Not working. Having desires but denying them and taking sannyasa, not working. Because I've been in this since 76 onwards, there's a long time to see a lot of people going through a lot of stuff. My Guru Bhais, my juniors, everything. Yeah, a lot of stuff. So, if you're ready for it, it's like taking the expressway. But your car has to be in good condition. Can't go on the expressway with a Khatara. No. So what is that good car? Fine. That is both fine. Yeah, then you're fine. If you have priorities left in life, if you have desires, etc., then karma yogena yoginam. Follow the life of karma yoga. Be a yogi. Yeah. Where you're pursuing the truth along with other things. You're taking the scenic route. One is the expressway, the other is the scenic route. You're stopping to smell the roses on the way, that's good. Stop this. Growth will happen. Depends on what your priorities are. You may have one, you may have many. Let's take a simple emotional thing. No. Friends are enough for me. If friends are enough for you, then sannyasa can work. No, I need someone special in my life. Okay, then get someone special. No. I need to be able to nurture someone also, and I need a child. Good. Something more. It's you who decides. No. I need family, relatives, everything. Good. Then an Indian marriage is good for you. Where two families join together. No? Don't come back to me and crib after that. Oh my God. No? You wanted it. Don't crib about your mother-in-law, sister-in-law, etc. You wanted it. So this is good. It depends on your priorities. Yeah. If without priority, fulfilling your priorities, you come to an ashram, Krishna says, Dukkham aptum ayogataha. Sanyasastu mahabahu. Dukkham aptum ayogataha. If you are not fit for it, if you have not done enough karma yoga in your life, Dukkham aptum. Dukkham eva aptum. Very difficult, the big struggle. Then ashrams will have to do things, like Shivananda ashram, etc. Start a printing press. So these characters, let them work sometime and grow. Start an Ayurveda factory. These are not things an ashram should be doing. But they do it so that people can grow. You think Swami Shivananda wanted to make a business out of it? Oh, no. He was giving a field for the youngsters to grow. They're coming, yeah. Or like Ramakrishna Mission. Okay, all youngsters only go to Ramakrishna Mission. Not older people. Yeah. 12 years you work taking care of our centers. So the centers function, free service. Centers function, unpaid labor you're getting. But at the same time, these people are getting a chance to grow. After that, you can go and learn from anyone, anywhere, we will support you. Why did we have to do things like this? Because people are coming before they are ready for it. Before they are ready. Yeah. So two lifestyles. If you are ready, sannyasa. If you need to grow, etc., karma yoga lifestyle. Okay. Are they two different paths? Ekam yogam cha sankyam cha yapashyati sapashyati. He sees both as one, he sees that. Why? What is the goal in sannyasa? Atma jnanam. What is the goal in karma yoga? Atma jnanam. The studies are there. Without Atma pursuing knowledge, if you are saying I am a karma yogi, you are a karmata, not a karma yogi. Pursue the knowledge along with other things. Yeah. So knowledge is gone. What is the goal? Moksha. What is the means? Knowledge. You know, this bhajan sounds nice, but it doesn't work. काम करते रहो नाम जपते रहो दया आएगी उनको कभी ना कभी दास पावेगी दर्शन कभी ना कभी. Your life can go in that. Yeah, काम करते रहो नाम जपते रहो पढ़ते रहो. Study along with that. Yeah, otherwise where is knowledge? Where will it work? So the means for moksha is knowledge. That has to be there in both lifestyles. Sannyasa is an immersive experience. How will karma yogis get an immersive experience? Like this. 1 week of immersive experience. Yeah, I hold 2 camps a year, 3-4 days. Immersive experience. Are you seeing that? So both can get it. One is taking the expressway, one is taking the scenic route. That's the only difference. Yeah. So get it as you want it. Yeah. Been there, done that, and you're free from it, you're free from it. Not free from it, get yourself free from it. Free from things that you're holding on to. Tell me, why do you have a desire? Really speaking, to be free from it. Do you like to hold on to the desire or fulfill it? Fulfill it. In fulfilling it is over, na? Every desire is a symptom of your finitude. Therefore, the search is for fullness. Search is not for anything else. So why not directly get fullness? You can, but sometimes the desire has a hold on your mind. It's too strong to be just walking away from. Therefore, go through it, experience it. The good, the bad, the ugly, the desire. Desire is a mixed bag, it will have both. Yeah. That's why there is an expression in Sanskrit called samsara sukham. So there was this great astrologer here, Swami Gopalananda. Very, really phenomenal astrologer. Okay? And I used to take people to him sometimes. So you look at the horoscope, samsara sukham is there, he'll say. So once I asked him, Swamiji, isn't samsara dukkha? Why are you saying samsara sukham? Yeah, they'll be fighting with their wife. 2 kids will be fighting there. 1 kid will be screaming here. This is all samsara sukha. Because when you get that, then you understand the limitation and say, now I want freedom from it. You will get 20 years. When the kids are grown up, I'm fine. But Swamiji, 20 years. 20 years passes like this. Swamiji sent me to Bombay, teach. Okay. I thought I may be there for a few years and then go somewhere else. 40 years have passed just like that. Without you knowing it. So, what is 20 years? Yeah. So that's how it is. You grow. In the process you grow. You live well in Karma Yoga, you will grow. That's why in the Gita again he says that. Yata pravarti bhutanam yena sarvam idam tatam. That from which the whole thing has come. The whole creation has come. Yena, by whom all this is pervaded. That Ishvara. Swakarmanam tam abhyaksha. Worshipping that Ishvara by your karma. Siddhim mindati manavaha. The person achieves all the way up to knowledge. With the learning, all the way up to knowledge. Without the learning, at least Karma Yoga Buddhi, you are ready for it. You are ready for it. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone who has lived a life of duty, the minds are ready. If you really committed to your duty and lived, Swadharma, your own duty, what you have picked up in terms of the roads, etc. Yeah. If you have done that, you will grow. You will be ready for Vedanta. Now the question is whether you want it after that or not. That's part of growth. Part of growth is to realize that I want moksha. Yeah. I thought all this will give me fulfillment. Been there, done that. I mean, I'm happy with that. Nothing wrong. It's nice. But not enough. Dil mange more. You know, there's an old advertisement, Dil mange more. Cricket. Batting is going on. India is batting. Everyone's holding up 6, 6, 6. They want 6. This character turns the corner. 9. Are you going to get a 9 in any ball? No. That's exactly the human mind. It wants from things what the things cannot give. What will money give you? Financial independence, ability to get things done, achieve things, make your family comfortable, yourself and your family comfortable, help people. Are you looking for fulfillment from it? Nah, fulfillment won't come with it. Will make the search for fulfillment a bit easier. Why? You are in Chennai and the Guru is in Rishikesh. Hop into a plane and come. It'll make it easier. But it's not going to give you the fulfillment directly. You get married, pick up a partner in life. What will it give you? Happily ever after. Fairy tale. And those who are married know it. What do you mean happily ever after? It'll give you physical and emotional intimacy, a chance to grow, understand another human being. That's what it'll give you. You want more, you are expecting moksha from it. Won't happen. That's not what it is meant for. That's not what marriage is meant for. That's not what a partner is meant for. Yeah. Physical and emotional intimacy, support systems. Yeah. Emotional, physical, intellectual support for each other. You know, the word for husband and wife in Sanskrit is the same, from the same root. Bharya or Bharta. Bhru, Bhara, to nurture. So what is the job? Nurture each other. That's it. Nurture each other. Not control each other, okay? Nurture each other. Yeah. To nurture each other, you have to accept each other. Prasada, remember? You went round the fire, na? Prasada. No. So, that is anything in life is like that. Therefore, yata pravarti bhutanam, yena sarvam idam tatam, swakarmanam tam abhyarcha. Worshipping that Ishvara by your karma. Siddhim vindati. You get ready for it. And if you are being exposed, the Karma Yoga will help you grow and get that knowledge. Have immersive experiences. Do some contemplation daily. You get it. Some Nididhyasanam daily. You will get it. Sannyasa lifestyle, you are immersing every day anyway. You get it. That's why I call that the express route. The highway, the expressway. This is this. Both ways you get it. But expressway you can be only if you are ready. Sannyasa is optional. Karma Yoga is mandatory. Sannyasa is optional. Yeah. Did Vyasa ever take sannyasa? He didn't. Didn't need to. Yeah. He didn't need to. Yeah. It's one of the most inspiring stories. Yeah. Yeah. Born of a fisherwoman. Father takes him away from the mother at the age of 6. Gurukula Vasa. Becomes a rishi. His father's ashrama in Dharmakshetra was burned down. Shakti. Parasharaha. Shakti is Tat Putra Parasharam Chapara. Burned down. Father and son decide to rebuild that ashram. The father dies before he could leave the ashram. The night before they were to leave, he dies. This man goes alone to build it. Finds a source. King Shantanu brings together the different factions of the Vedas together. Yeah. Understands more of Atharva Veda. Atharva Veda was kept away from the fold. From Mahatharvan Jabali. You heard that man talking about sound as a weapon. No? You just go to Mahatharvan Jabali to understand what sound is a weapon. One word is enough to kill someone. And another word is enough to revive the person who is dead. That was Mahatharvan Jabali. Marries his daughter Vatika. Has a kid, Shukaha. So, inspiring. He didn't take sannyasa in his life. All his life was committed to this thing. Wrote the Brahma Sutra, the Purana, all with the help of his students. Mahabharata and all with the help of his students. If you read, he has written the basic 10,000 verses called the Bharatam. 5 of his students expanded into the Mahabharata. Yeah. You can see the styles, different styles of verses there, you can see. Yeah. But under his guidance. He wrote the Brahma Sutras, he got a student to write the Purva Mimamsa, Jaimini Sutras. Jaimini was a student. What an amount of work. And finally recorded historically the whole Mahabharata. 1 lakh verses. If you start reading a few of the Sanskrit verses every day, it will take you 5 years to complete it. I struggle for 5 years to complete reading the Mahabharata. This is the work. I mean, he never took sannyasa. He didn't need it. That's why I'm saying many of the rishis didn't take sannyasa. Sannyasa is optional. But karma yoga is a must. Because without karma yoga, you're not going to grow. You need that for growth. It's only a mature mind that can understand Vedanta. But maturity of mind is not age dependent. I've seen many 20-year-olds far mature than 60-year-olds. Yeah. And I've seen some pretty dumb 20-year-olds also. That's a different thing. You are allowed to be dumb in 20s. Okay. You're allowed to be dumb. It's okay. You still have to get life experiences. Yeah. So, if you live a life like that, okay. So, karmanam tamabhyarcha. You understand the whole thing. Because people have been asking me, Swamiji, how do we live? How do we live? Like this you live. Yeah. And keep the studies going. This is important. Ideal, find a local guru that you can keep in physical touch with. You know, where you can physically meet. That's ideal condition. Otherwise, someone online, etc., etc. Recordings are a poor substitute. Even online is a poor substitute. Like many of my students who are abroad, etc., they're online. But once a year, we meet up. Yeah. Meet up. Once a year. Yeah. Like Nisha managed to come here. She's in UK. So July we meet up. July we are having a camp there. 2 days. Mini camp. Yeah. That's how you do. That's how you learn. You know that. Don't say, my guru was someone who lived 100 years ago. Really? He taught you? No, his book says, teaching is live. Why is teaching live? This is part of Tattvamasi, okay? How come teaching becomes alive? With finite words, you're revealing the finite, infinite, na? How do we do it? That is the sampradaya of teaching. How is it done? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, definition of Brahman. Then what is the first thing we say? They are not qualities. Correct? Because of Samanadhikarim, you will take them as qualities, not qualities. Then why 3 words? Correct? 1 word is enough. But look at it. The word Jnanam has certain limitations, isn't it? Knowledge, knower, etc. Those limitations are there. Sentient beings only, not inert things. So to remove that limitation of the word, you put in Satyam. Satyam Jnanam. Okay. But how can Satyam and Jnanam? That's why they'll always translate Satyam as truth. Satyam is reality, not truth. Unless you say the truth of things. So the Satyam Bhu Satayam, in the terms of existence, you use that word. And then you will bring in the word Anantam. Each word knocks off the limitations of other words. No? So for this there has to be an unfoldment. It is not descriptive. If it is descriptive, it is finite. There is Brahman and it is Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Okay, fine, nice. Achha. Big blue fragrant lotus, correct. Big blue fragrant lotus makes it finite. I told in the first class, remember? The more you pile on adjectives, the more finite it becomes. The more you pile on adjectives, the more finite it becomes. That's why they are not adjectives. Each is a noun by itself. Each word negates the limitations of the other word. And as a whole, the 3 words together reveal the limitlessness, Brahman. That's a method. That teaching is the methodology. One who can do that is called Sampradaya with Acharya. Because it's all words. You don't have anything else to reveal. And you can reveal the truth because it happens to be you. If it is not you, any amount of teaching will not reveal it. If the truth is other than you, no amount of teaching will reveal it. And the truth will become then a truth, not the truth. Because it will become a finite thing. It will become a principle. Like gravity. It's a principle. It's there across empty space also, though you can't measure it. You don't feel it. But it is there. Why? It is directly proportional to the attraction between two masses. Inversely proportional to the distance. So across space also it should exist. It exists. Yeah. You may not feel it. Weightlessness, no gravity. There is not no gravity. It's so low you can't measure it. But it is there. It's a principle. It is 32 feet per second, gravitational acceleration on the surface of the earth. 5 miles up, it will be different. 2 miles down in the Kolar goldfields, it is different. That's why some of the experiments are done there. Because measure is different. So how can it differ? Because the principle, in application, principles will differ. One important aspect, when you say Swakarmanam tam abhyakya and this unfoldment, dharma has to come into the picture. Dharma towards yourself, don't forget that. Dharma towards your family, your society, your nation, your environment, the world. What is your responsibility to all of them? I don't care about all this, I have nothing. Then you are not being dharmic. Your very existence as a human being is dependent on all of them. Yeah. You're here because of your parents. Oh, they wanted to have me. Correct? They wanted to have you. That's why you are here. Naturally. Because their parents had a desire, you are there. Unless they said you are an accident. That shows it was your karma to be born. Yeah.
Is this because of the rules which we are owed?
Yeah. So that karma is there for you to be born in a parents like that. I don't like my parents. It is your karma. You are there. Deal with it. I don't feel a great emotional connect. That's okay. Do your duty. So karmanam tam abhyaksha. Do your duty, that's it. That much you can always have. Yeah. Yeah. That is what it means. Yeah. It's important to see that. Your duty towards environment, of course you're dependent on your environment. Can you say you're not? Global warming by another 3 degrees, human race will, half of us will not be there. Including whole of Bombay probably. That's why we went to Kalyan, higher. Mainland, it is not the island. Yeah. Environment, country, if your nation doesn't exist, where do you exist? Swamiji, I believe in universality. Yeah. When the Taliban walks in and chops your head off, then you will understand what it is. Yeah. Thank the soldier, the semi-literate, ordinary Jawan, standing on the border. With a promise, nothing will happen to you when I stand here. Thank him. Be grateful. Do what you can to support. Yeah. Do what you can to support. Duty. That's our duty to them. Our duty to our nation. Somebody asked that in the satsang. Yeah. Lot of duty to your heritage. Rishi Ranam we call it. Duty towards your heritage. There's Pancha Mahabhutas in connection with all this. Pancha Mahayajnas. Duty to your rishis. Duty towards your ancestors. So karmanam tamabhyakya siddhim vindati. And then you come to that exposure, where through finite words, the infinite is revealed. Aha. Your mind is mature enough to understand it now. Why? Because nothing triggers a reaction in you. Otherwise, the teacher uses a word, it triggers a reaction. That reaction is not there. Then understanding is there. Yeah. As I said in the morning, Tvampada, one problem, personalization. It happened. Swami Chinmayanji was talking to my batch when we were students. And Swamiji made a comment. Hey, Sanskrit, people should study Sanskrit. You're full-time teachers, you're going to be teachers, you must study Sanskrit. By having breakfast, lunch and dinner, you're not going to gain Sanskrit knowledge. Correct? We took it seriously, we are studying seriously. One guy, reaction. Swamiji is talking about me. I am not going to have breakfast, lunch and dinner now. Kitna din baithega? And you think Sanskrit knowledge will come by stopping having breakfast, lunch and dinner? By eating you will not get Sanskrit. By stopping will you get Sanskrit knowledge? Reactionary mind. Not taken care of. Can you see that? He went hungry for 2 days and then somebody told him, idiot, you think by stopping you're going to... I mean, it takes a batchmate to say that, idiot. By stopping breakfast, lunch and dinner, are you going to get Sanskrit knowledge? No. And he's feeling hungry enough. So he came and ate and started studying seriously. That's how the reaction goes. You have to work through it. Work through it. Yeah. That reactionary mind goes with maturity. That's what maturity is about. Stop reacting, start acting. You think we are acting, we are reacting half the time. Something happened and I am reacting. Are you responding or are you reacting? What's the difference? Reaction is without thinking, without deliberateness, without any understanding of what you are, who you are. Your response depends upon your self-awareness, your strengths and your weaknesses, the consequences, the priorities that you have, the options that you have. It depends on your imagination, because no imagination, you will be blinded by the options. You will be having option blindness. By your value structure. What is it that you value? Is your response in harmony with your values? Values are not only ethical values, they are personal values also. Yeah. One of my students was said, be a CEO, but shift out of the town. No, not. I will take number 2 position. Why? My family is in Bombay. My teacher is in Bombay. My learning is in Bombay. My house is in Bombay. What am I doing in another town just to get a CEO position? I have been CEO of 2-3 companies. This here I am happy to be number 2 position. Big decision. The response is in terms of his values. Big decision. Yeah. Are you getting that? This is the response. Karma Yoga is about responding, not about reacting. Reacting is like you step on a dog's tail, it will turn and bark and bite. It won't think, he's the owner, I'm supposed to be loyal and protect him. All that is not the reaction. Yeah. So something happens, you react. No. How do you stop the reaction? Don't do the first thing that comes into your mind. Do the second thing that comes into your mind. It's an old thing from martial arts. Don't do the first thing, do the second thing. What is the next step? Do the third thing? No. Whatever is natural, let it happen. How do you reach there? You reach there by being deliberate. Do the second thing first. Not the first thing that comes into your mind, do the second thing that comes into your mind. Then we'll see how you can become spontaneous. The spontaneity is what Bruce Lee meant when he said, I don't hit, my fist hits by itself. I want to be there. You want to be there, you have a lot of work to do here by being deliberate. Yeah. A lifetime of deliberate action, years of deliberate action, then you learn to be spontaneous. Spontaneity is when your ego doesn't interfere. When your likes and dislikes, when I say ego doesn't interfere, meaning your likes and dislikes, your biases, your conditionings don't interfere. And we have all of them. I'm saying I spontaneously got angry. I'm known to be angry. I'm an angry young man. Angry young man from Bombay became Buddha ho gaya abhi aur he's 80 plus. What angry young man? So with all this, when you come to Vedanta and you live this life of Karma Yoga, why should knowledge not happen? If there is a pramana, okay, your eyes are a pramana. There is an object of knowledge. Pen. Maybe this is difficult. Swamiji's memory. It's an object of knowledge. Your pramana, perception, your eyes are there. Let the mind be behind the eyes. Meaning, don't be daydreaming. If you are daydreaming, come back. Okay. Now, try not to know this. What is this I am holding in my hand? Try not to know it. Is it possible? Pramana works, it is choiceless. Knowledge is choiceless. Knowledge is not open to your choice. A traditional example is given is, you are not supposed to see the 4th day moon, Chaturthi. Moon you are not supposed to see. It's supposed to be bad luck. The crescent moon, that 4th. Not the big moon, shrinking moon. The waxing moon. The 4th day you are not supposed to see it. You go for a walk, it is low on the horizon, you see it. It's choiceless. In Bombay we have other examples. You see sounds and smells that you don't want to. Choiceless. Get out of the airport and come out. Oh my God. How is that? Choiceless. Yeah, you can't choose. Knowledge is like that. So, your mind is ready. Atma, the object, is always there. You. Teaching is there. The pramana is there. Can you deny yourself the knowledge? Knowledge has to happen. Why is it not happening? Tat Tantvam I talked about. Preparing the mind. Most of the job is preparing the mind. All sadhanas are meant to prepare the mind. And we take our sadhana 24/7. Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is one sadhana 24/7. Every waking hour is sadhana. Na? If I ask you to do yoga, how long will you practice? How long do you have the time to practice? Along with your job and your parenting and your partner in life, all that. How long do you have time? 1 hour? Oh, that's great if you can do 1 hour. Meditation, half an hour. That's all the time you will have. Japa, do 10 malas a day. 1 hour. 1.5 hours. That's Karma Yoga. 24/7. Your whole waking hour is Karma Yoga. In fact, when you go to bed, the last thought is Ishvara. When you wake up, we have traditionally Kara Darshanam. Na? You think of Ishvara and get up. Karma Yoga everywhere in between. What other sadhana you won't tell me? Swamiji, you are not given as any sadhana. Narayana. I am making a whole life a sadhana. What are you asking for separate sadhana? Separate sadhana, I can introduce you to her. She stays down my road. other sadhana. I mean, what the sadhana is there? 24/7 you are having a sadhana. Ishvara is never out of sight, out of mind, you are a karma yogi. Is Ishvara one of the entities in the world to be out of sight, out of mind? Pen can be out of sight, out of mind. Because it's a finite object. Ishvara is connected with everything. No? What is out of sight, out of mind? Somebody I'm relating to pen, not Ishvara. Pen Ishvara. Ishvara is separate from the pen? No. This functions on the order of Ishvara. The invention is order of Ishvara. My using is order of Ishvara. What way is it disconnected from Ishvara? Swamiji, yes, it's not natural now. Human beings made it. Everything is natural. Scientists made life in the laboratory. And they told God, God, we don't need you now. We have made life here. Oh, very interesting. How did we make it? We took some earth. Get your own earth. God saying, get your own earth. Life is all pervading. Limitless consciousness. You created a cell. You granted a condition for that all pervading consciousness to manifest. It only proves what I am saying, sir, that consciousness is limitless. You gave a condition for that consciousness to manifest. If you think otherwise, that intelligence is artificial, but your stupidity is natural. That's what it is. So when you recognize this and you live a life, why should Tattvamasi not be clear for you? Why should the Mahavakya not be clear? So what is left for me to do now? Acharya Vachanam. How some Acharyas have expressed the same thing in their own words. We don't study it as a Mahavakya, but it is as good as a Mahavakya. That I will do next class.